The Zion trade rumors have nothing to do with his personal drama. There's new info. A reporter says will end his time in New Orleans. Normally, I don't pay attention to crazy off-the-court stuff, but sometimes it matters. Apparently, Zion has multiple girlfriends, one of them getting revenge by posting embarrassing stuff online. I caught up on this with my buddy Flight Mike's channel, so I called him up to see how serious this story actually is. But this whole thing started when Shams reported the Pelicans are aggressively trying to move up to 2 or 3 in the draft for Scoot Henderson. Immediately, people made fake trades. Of course they wouldn't trade Zion. He's their franchise player. The next LeBron James like 2 years ago. What? Brian Windhorst says, if the pick is made available, I think New Orleans would be very interested in getting it, and that could lead to Zion Williamson being available. Seriously, they must want Scoot bad, and it makes sense. He's supposed to be a Russ or prime D Rose player. He is young and cheap, which is important. The new CBA makes it impossible to build with an expensive team. You swap a max contract player with a rookie contract. It extends their ability to compete with this roster. Zion is never healthy. There are suspicions he's not even engaged with basketball, especially since getting paid. But Scoot is the opposite. Dude lives for ball, like Russell Westbrook. Zion and Scoot make no sense on the same team, handling the ball so much and scoring in the paint. Of course they trade Zion for Scoot. But Bill Simmons took it a step further.
I had somebody tell me yesterday that I trust that he will not be on that team on Thursday. I was like, really? I haven't heard that. And they're like, you watch.
And Thursday is the draft. But if you are watching this after the draft and nothing happened, it means nothing. Back in 2014, there were rumors LeBron back in Cleveland meant they would trade the #1 pick, but they selected Andrew Wiggins. NBA rules state after the pick, you have to wait 30 days to trade the rookie. So those 30 days were awkward as hell.
Is there anything you'd like to say to him to maybe suggest that you'd like to stay and be his teammate?
Shoot, I don't really know what to say,
And they traded him the moment they could for Kevin Love. So the Pels could wait to see if the Hornets or Blazers take Scoot, then negotiate afterward. But then a serious issue ruined all of this. Shams dropped a bombshell about what the Hornets are thinking with LaMelo Ball. Charlotte is just an hour-plus drive from Zion's childhood home. He and LaMelo's brother Lonzo had great chemistry in New Orleans early on. You would think he and LaMelo would be a great fit.
If you're trying to go get him, you have to give something up that makes sense. But what I have heard is I don't know if the Hornets would want Zion Williamson. I think who the Hornets want, from what I'm told, is Brandon Ingram.
Wait, what? They don't even want Zion? Well, that's exactly how New Orleans feels. Zion has been an awful situation from day one. Rumors his family doesn't like it in New Orleans. He actually wanted to be a New York Knick. There have been weight and injury issues. Yes, when he's healthy, dude is a top 10 player. But what's the point if he's never available? It's been nothing but a headache for that organization. But while Zion's been out, Brandon Ingram has become their favorite player. The head coach, Willie Green, said this season, every night, Brandon is putting us on his shoulders. I firmly believe, and the rest of us believe, B.I. is one of the best players in the NBA. During Game 5 of the NBA Finals, a picture came out of B.I., Herb Jones, and Willie Green, all there to watch the Nuggets win the chip. Those are 3 of the realest people on that team. Herb Jones is so chill, he only wears clothes he gets for free from the team. Instead of going on typical NBA player vacations, he goes back to Alabama to fish in a river. He still drives his beat-up car from college. Meanwhile, Zion is living the baller NBA lifestyle with his max contract. JJ Redick once called him out.
This is a pattern of behavior with Zion that we are seeing again and again. And look, I was his teammate. I can describe him as a detached teammate.
Wow. Is it fair to say Zion just doesn't fit in? That he hasn't even tried to fit in? When he was injured 2 years ago, he spent a lot of the season rehabbing away from the team all the way in Oregon at Nike headquarters. So maybe The Pels see Brandon Ingram as their favorite player and would much rather pair Scoot with him and send Zion out. But maybe the Hornets know that, and they're creating leverage. Oh, they will take Zion, but they want to fleece the Pels in return. So they leak wanting Brandon Ingram to get a better deal for Zion. How desperate are the Pelicans to get Scoot? I mean, for all the drama Ja's been through recently, if he was in trade rumors, the Grizzlies would come out hard and deny it. No way is Ja in trade discussions, but the Pelicans aren't denying this Zion rumor. Weird. So the Hornets are negotiating here for a better deal. I want to show how crazy this Zion trade could actually get, but I called the Flight Mike to see how serious Zion's off-the-court drama actually is.
They do some digging and they find out the woman that Zion Williamson is having a child with is a stripper. So you have an adult film actress getting mad at a stripper for not winning the grand prize or the lottery of life, which is having Zion's child.
Which is insane, but the dirty secret of the NBA is this actually happens all the time. So why would something common put Zion in a trade rumor?
Because so far, this wild personal situation, on top of him not being able to stay in shape, on top of him not being healthy, I think it's the straw that's breaking the camel's back.
Which makes sense. This is the latest embarrassing thing that shows Zion is not worth the headache. So what does a trade actually look like? Well, if the Blazers get Scoot, they might pair Zion with Damian Lillard. Reports say they aren't liking other offers for the number 3 pick, so a Zion deal might be attractive. Dame says he does not want to play with another 19-year-old, and he just liked a tweet saying get Zion to Portland. The Ringer reports, unlike the Hornets, the Blazers prefer Zion to Brandon Ingram. So a Blazers trade is Zion Williamson and the number 14 pick for the number 3 pick, Scoot Henderson, and Anthony Simons. The Pels then involve a third team to deal Simons because they don't need him and Scoot. This deal makes Portland an instant playoff contender if Zion is healthy, which is a big if, but I guess Portland actually prefers Zion. But the Hornets have all the power here because they pick at number 2 and they can fleece the Pels if they're desperate for Scoot. So that trade looks a lot different. The Hornets get Zion and the number 14 pick for just Gordon Hayward and number 2. This would be a huge win for Charlotte. They get off a horrible contract, get Zion and number 14 for just Scoot. This could be what Charlotte is angling for when they say, oh, we actually want Brandon Ingram. But we will wait and see for draft night what other rumors pop up. But one crazy trade already happened. Almost everyone is slamming the Phoenix Suns for getting Bradley Beal. But there are 2 huge things everyone's missing about that trade. Check it out.